Good morning, everyone. My name is Hector Lora. I'm the mayor of the city of Passaic, New Jersey. It is an honor and a privilege. A couple people from Passaic, okay. It's a privilege and an honor to be with you this morning. I want to thank the Reverend Sharpton and the NAN family for this invitation to join with you. You know, as I was sitting back there, I had considered the words that opened up the ceremony and the response from the crowd of stand up and fight back. It hit hard. It hit hard while I was sitting there because it reminded me of a quote of Dr. Martin Luther King that men can only ride your backs if your back is bent. Meaning that one must be complicit to a certain extent to be oppressed. One must allow that oppression. That we have a responsibility, a duty to fight back when we see injustice, any injustice at any time. You know, for many of us, we see the world and we realize that we may be entering into some dark times. Dr. King once said that he was cognizant of the fact that it must become dark for you to see the stars. And I believe that there are stars among us that are willing to stand up and fight back. Stars amongst us within our youth that are willing to pick up the torch and continue the legacy. As I was hearing about the fact that the 20th is King's Day, and it's important that we honor and remember his work, his vision, and his dream. On the 20th can be King's Day, but every day can be Legacy Day, because each day we are charged with that responsibility to continue his legacy and fight against injustice and fight for those who are most vulnerable, those who are often considered marginalized, those who perhaps are in desperate need of leaders that are willing to amplify the voices of those that go unheard. There was a time where perhaps the fear was that the amazing and brilliant flames of conviction among leaders could be snuffed out by the constant injustice that they confront. Today, I admit that I don't fear that the flame will be snuffed out from these leaders, but rather bought out. Bought out by those who have influence and money, and we must charge and, as was stated, hold our leaders accountable to ensure that souls aren't sold and that the community is heard. You know, I've been thinking much about what I would share, especially as a mayor coming from your neighboring state, what you could hold me accountable for. Allow me to speak to other communities, because it's extremely important that we understand that being allies goes far beyond the opportunities where we stand together in front of cameras or cut ribbons, but we must stand together during the fight. Stand up for the justice of all, because injustice to any is injustice to everyone. That's right. We have a responsibility not just to come together for the cultural events, the parades, but to come together when one person is facing injustice, when one person is falsely charged, when one person is discriminated against. And just because we may not be uniform in our beliefs or our approaches to life, we must be united in a commitment and a vision that we must stand up and fight back. Because in a perfect world, there would be no need for a house of justice, because a perfect world would be a world of justice, but we don't live in a perfect world. So I thank God for this house of justice. I thank God for all the community leaders and all the members that are willing to stand up and fight back when it is necessary. I stand here as a mayor from across the state, accepting this invitation, privileged and humbled at the idea that I can be on this stage, stand up on this mic and share a few words as a son of immigrants who spoke no English when they came to this country, who only wanted to work hard and provide a future for their children that they may perhaps grow up and be productive members of society. I'm cognizant of this, that whether you are crying out for justice or gritando por justicia, it is the same sentiment no matter the language it's in, because justice may be difficult to define, but it's easy to identify because we can feel injustice. Whether you are a child, a teenager, adult, or a senior, you know injustice when you confront it. And we have an innate desire to be treated equally. So I would ask that together we fight back. We fight back no matter what we face. So on behalf of the city of Passaic, where we have worked on initiatives of affordability, inclusion, and continue to fight, I'm here to stand with you, not just here in Harlem, not just here in New York, but anywhere where the fight continues. God bless you and thank you.